Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Noodle Journey where we'll be diving into Paldo's Jjajangmen. After I tried that delicious Nongshim Chapaghetti way back in episode 22, I have been on the lookout for my next black bean sauce product. And so I've reviewed Saimang's Buldak Jjajang and Nongshim's Angry Chapaguri since then. Both of those products were incredibly good, but they were spicy, deliciously spicy. And so they may have spoiled me for this, which is Paldo's basic non-spicy Jjajangmen variety that comes with a really hefty liquid sauce packet in here. While it may be comparatively basic, I think this is worth reviewing because maybe you want to try a thicker version of a black bean sauce without all that spice. If so, I'm here for you. A lot of Reddit folks claim that this is way better than Chapaghetti because the sauce packet in this doesn't require more than a couple of spoonfuls of water like Chapaghetti does. You can buy this online in a 4-pack for $6 to $10 or somewhere in that price range at your local Asian grocery store. You could also roll the dice with Amazon, but beware of price gouging from marketplace sellers, as always. This does appear to have gone through some packaging changes in the last few years, so just check out what you're buying before you commit to it. Sodium content in this is a little higher than I've seen in other Jjajangmen products, at 1,630 milligrams, or 70% of your daily allowance. I should mention that this is one of my heaviest packs of noodles of all time, a hair over 7 ounces, and a lot of that weight is the sauce packet. So let's open it up and take a look at that. Inside we've got some thick noodles, and I mean like thick with a couple of C's. These are really dense. And that sizable pack of sauce. That's it, no dried flakes this time. The ingredients list cabbage and potato in the sauce ingredients, but I don't know if that's a powdered form or if they're chunks. It's kind of hard to tell just by squishing the packet, so I guess we'll find out. This is supposed to also contain a textured soy protein to imitate meat. This is vegan, according to the ingredients, and there is currently some hilarious back and forth in the reviews for this on one of the Amazon product pages, where people are arguing about soy protein, claiming it's a meat and therefore not vegan. Don't be one of those uninformed idiots. Unless you buy a package that claims otherwise, what I have here is vegan. Let's cook. So like I said before, unlike Nongshim's Chapaghetti, this really doesn't take much water to make the sauce. Only 2 to 3 tablespoons of water before you drain the noodles. So I reserved that right here. I want you to see this all come together. So this is about 2.5 tablespoons of the reserved water, not much at all. And now the sauce packet, and what's really important to note here, and was not apparent on the outside package, is you're supposed to boil this for about a minute to make it extra delicious. So this was in the boiling water for a minute. Open this up and give it a nice stir. Wow, that is a lot of sauce, and it is super thick and chunky. While I'm stirring this, let me say this smells absolutely amazing. Really nice, oniony, earthy smell. Lots of chunks of goodies in here. I can't wait to taste this. Okay, that looks pretty well stirred up. Get some of these chunky bits back into the noodles here. All right. Yeah, this is almost like a meaty aroma. It's really impressive. Let's get into it. Well, that answers that question. These are definitely chunks of cabbage, potato, and of course the soy protein that I talked about in here. Let's talk about the spiciness real quick first, because it is a 0. This is not spicy, and I will be reviewing more spicy versions of Jjajangmen soon enough. So Paldo's noodles are always great, and these are no exception. They're a terrific alkaline wheat noodle with potato starch added for texture, and with a sauce this rich and thick, you want a chewy noodle that can stand up to it. So yeah, these are terrific as always. 9 out of 10 for the noodles. And now for the flavor. I want to reiterate that this is vegan, according to the ingredients, but it has such a rich, thick, beefy quality that it's hard to believe it's vegan. The textured soy protein is so good that I understand why people on Amazon are having palpitations about it being real meat. It's not, but it's close as far as texture and flavor are concerned. Black beans with just the right amount of salt and seasoning. I mean, there's a reason black beans get used as a meat substitute, and this is a shining example of that. The sauce is earthy, sweet, oniony, super thick, in a way that makes me question the score I gave to Chapaghetti. This is a no-frills black bean sauce with a lot of good vegetables in here. So while you would need to add your own carrots and peas and such to get it to look like the picture on the packaging, it's still got so many good chunks of stuff in here that this really feels like a meal right out of the bag. This is tasty as hell, super hearty, easily the best black bean sauce I've eaten so far. There's really nothing to complain about here. This is a 10 out of 10. I'm still amazed at how up until a few months ago I had never had Jjajangmen before, and now it's one of my favorite flavors. And this is only the 4th one. I still have more black bean sauce noodles in the queue, but right now this is the king if you want a non-spicy option. Super flavorful, great consistency, lots of good vegetables in here, and I can tell that this is going to be very filling by the time I'm done eating it. I said back in the Nongshim Chapaghetti video that you should try that one if you've never had black bean sauce before, but ignore that and try this one instead if you have access to it. I am a Nongshim fanboy, but Paldo has them beat completely. How do you feel about black bean sauce in general? Let me know in the comments. Or maybe you've tried this variety or another one I haven't reviewed yet and can point me to your personal favorite. I'd love to hear about it. I'm itching to get to more of the Jjajangmen in my pantry, but I'll of course spread the reviews out and go for something else for the next episode. So I hope you'll like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you on the next episode of Noodle Journey.